I'm going to have to take Bella to the doctor. There's something wrong with her eye. Ay, not good. Bella? 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 Yep. Morning, friends and viewers. Some disasters are striking here. I think the bottom of the pit, the money pit has opened, and the money is just draining through there. Bella. I don't know what's going on with Bella. I think Bella might have had a mini stroke. Hopefully it's not that. Hopefully it's just her eye that's going wonky. She always had a wonky eye, and at some point with all the playing, the bottom lid got teared up, so that was stitched together. But the eye is very red, and the eye is turning up in the head. It does come down at times, but I don't know. So normally if it's an eye problem, what the vets do is they remove the eye and they stitch the lid closed, which is going to be so sad for me. But I think it might be worse for her with an eye that's turned up in the head all the time. Yeah, so it is just, things are just not going well with me at the moment. Oh, and I'm laughing about it. Is there something wrong with me? Hey Bella. And then the other thing that happened was that autumn, my big chicken drowned in the pool yesterday. So I'm beating myself up about that. What I think happened was Sunny the drake, and I think I have showed you this on some of the videos, chases them around and bullies them, and I think that is what it did, and she was running away, not looking where she was going, and she fell in the pool. I am so occupied with the Egyptian gosling, because that little thing is demanding, and if it doesn't see me, it screams. I think I'm spreading myself too thin, so it's heartache disasters, one on top of the other, which is happening at the moment. The weather is bad. There's a strong wind blowing. Rain has been forecast, so I can't really go into the garden today. That is looking terrible, because Wellington is incapable of keeping his hand on everything. Yeah. Okay, Mama. What can I say? Okay, Bobby. We're just going to sort that eye out. No. We're just going to sort the eye out, or whatever. The other thing that's bothering me about her is that she sometimes catches the top lip, which never has happened before, which is almost like the muscles on the right hand side of the face is not working all together. But I had a dog that had huge strokes. Okay, Bobby? Very close, on top of one another. And but she was in hospital very, very long. Okay, Bobby. And maybe the driving is now making the noise, yes. And she lived for 12 years with her head was slightly skew, and she had a very funny gait, almost like the old steam train engines. So what happened in the end was, because she walked funny, I had to have her ligaments in the one knee reconstructed, because that gave in. And then from shaking her head, the cartilage of the one ear actually split open, and then that fills up with like a fluid. And then they must drain it, and they must sew the cartridge of the ear sort of back together. And she lived up to about 14, and she had her strokes when she was not even a year old. But it was a lot of work to rehabilitate her. I slept with her on the floor for quite a few months. She had to be carried everywhere to do a toilet. She had to be assisted to help her walk again. Okay, I'll just open her book. Her name was Hazel. I haven't put Hazel on the, I must do another, what did I call them? I did 2 videos on my animals, and I must maybe do the 3rd one, because I haven't covered all my animals. But I must go onto the computer, because some of those photographs are not on my phone, it is on the computer. What did I call those videos? I can't remember. Okay, doctor is going to have a look. There's some rugby going on. I'm clued up as far as that's concerned. If Tatu didn't tell me, I wouldn't even have known that there was some soccer, big soccer going on in South Africa, because their team, what is that bird carrying me? Because his team came 4th. So he enlightened, or she, I don't even know if Tatu is a he or a she, enlightened me that his team came 4th in South Africa. We are going to be at the doctor just now. Oh, okay. We will get to know this road very well, because that's, oh, okay, Mama, it's one of the main roads that you drive to connect Port Elizabeth. So we are in Cape Road. Kamma now turned into Cape Road, and I often bring you along this way. Okay, Mommy knows. We're just going to sort the problem out, because I can't leave you like that. Most definitely not. And I was actually thinking of doing some ironing today. That would be a plan, but I think I'm going to spend most of my day driving around. I must go and get water, and then I want to see if there's a chicken somewhere. And I know I said I wasn't going to replace them, but it just doesn't feel right, and I give the eggs to some of the people that I know, Amanda, my hairdresser, MJ, Stephen sometimes. And it brings so much joy that Sylvia is too old. Sylvia is not really laying eggs anymore. And one chicken is not going to do it. So that's the plan. Okay, Baba. We are going to be in now. Because that eye is red and it's running all over the show, up in the head, to the right, to the left. You look like a chameleon, Bobby. A chameleon. And you're not, you're a beagle. You're a little beagle. Oh. Maybe it's that fertilizer that you had to eat. No, I mustn't make jokes about this. This is a very serious situation. I've been through strokes. Not good. Not good. And what people often do, I'm in the wrong lane. Oh, let me just, I will breathe deep and relax. What people often do is they, if there's something wrong with a puppy in a litter, they will just throw it somewhere. And I think this is what happened to this one, because this one was picked up in the street. Not by me, by somebody else. And if they think they can't make money of it, people are funny, people are cruel. I'm going to turn right here in 6th Avenue. Oh, shame the center pavements are looking terrible. Because of all the rain, the weeds are growing so prolifically. We are turning right in 6th Avenue. We've got it right today. Going to turn left into Hurd Street. You haven't been down here. Oh, that roadhouse has some solar panel roofing on, and we have arrived at our destination here on the right hand side. Always stop. Oh, you're full of wind as well. That's the other thing that makes me worried, is that the poo went a little bit runny and she smells very windy. Very windy. Ooh. Oh well, that was 1,071 Rand later. It's 480 Rand for a consultation. 480 Rand. Fortunately, it's not a stroke. She thought there might have been glaucoma because it looked like there was pressure in the eye. Nothing. So she's got some drops, medication and ointment and some tablets, and I must come back on Monday. So this whole eye trip of Bella is going to cost me at least 1,700 Rand. At least. That is shocking. Okay, but let me look on the bright side. Number one, it's not a stroke. Number two, she doesn't really know what it is. We might just think that the muscle is getting a little bit lazy. I must just get used to looking at my dog with a funny eye, which is going to take getting used to, because the eye runs right into the head. It disappears. Oh, jeepers. So we have that. So it's unexplained. So maybe that eye always was a bit funny. It always was red of color. It didn't match the other eye. It always looked a bit different and strange. And now with old age, I suppose it is playing up. But okay, that's the number one I can be grateful for. Number two I can be grateful for is that I had the money to pay for it. So thank you for that. Highly appreciate it. And yeah, Bella, you can't sit on my lap. Just sit quietly, don't go to the back either, because I've got something over the seat here in my car. Yeah, so that's that news. Could have been far more expensive, but once again, an expense that I did not bargain for. I just so wish YouTube wants to come through for me. That would help so much. Hey, sweetie. Sweetie with the disappearing eye. This was a different vet. I don't normally go to this vet, and I was a bit concerned whether I made the right decision or not, I must say. But I saw a Dr. Lutz, female vet, very much on the ball, I think. I was impressed. I was impressed. I like her. There has just never been the equal of Dr. Johnson and Dr. Kragga. They were just tops. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely the best. So it's hard to find a replacement. I have fallen around a little bit. And the other thing is, the vets don't give you an account. So if there's an emergency, if you don't have funds in your account that you can pay for it, your dog must die, basically. You must go in and you must have your animal euthanized. Life is only easy for the wealthy, for the people that have money. For those of us that's not rolling in the dough, you always worry. It's always juggling. And it's unpleasant. We have, as humans, created a world where money is everything. Where without money you cannot really function in life. You can't. So money is making the world go round. don't think that that was how it was intended to be, but that is what it has become. Sad, very sad state of affairs. And we actually value and judge people by their materialistic possessions, material possessions. What car do you drive? Do you have a car or must you walk? Do you have a house? How big is your house? In what suburb or neighborhood are you staying in? Can you ever go on a holiday? Why can't you fix those things that's broken? Why must it stay broken? It doesn't look nice. Why must you go to the state hospital? Why can't you go to a proper hospital? And circumstances can get you into trouble overnight. For instance, my house is not insured. So if something must happen to my house, I'm out on the street. Because then you've got nothing to sell basically. You then sell the piece of land. Everything will be, say everything is taken out by a fire. Then I've got nothing. I don't have a place to stay. Nothing. Don't think about it, because it's scary. But I am relieved about my dog, because I have been very worried. Very worried. So I must go back on Monday, 11:45 I think. I'm just quickly going to make another 500 rand. Yeah, terrible. What's going on here? Is it the Jehovah's? Yeah, the Jehovah's are going to walk the streets. Jehovah Witnesses. The Jehovah Witnesses are going to walk the streets. Nunus is a grass cutting company with a young boxer going crazy. Everybody is wearing their rugby shirts. Apparently South Africa is in. They couldn't tell me whether it's the final or the semi-final. Apparently they are playing tomorrow. Maybe I must Google it. Maybe I must Google it. Yoo, Davy. You know, there is not a single baby guinea fowl yet, and I wonder whether they decided not to breed in the patch across the road this year, which would be a prayer answered, because they do not want to shift the date that they are planning to cut there. But if you go in there, it is a mushy, water-logged mess. So I think the tractor will also not be able to make it. It will get stuck. It is so wet in there. So maybe the guinea fowl, that would be Such an answered prayer. Such an answered prayer. Otherwise, they're very late. They're very late. Can you just imagine what a success my YouTube channel would have been if I built it on guinea fowls? I would have had nothing to show this year. Nothing.